Hello everybody, this is Diane. Happy New Year to you. Today is January 1st, 2022 as I record this video, and I just have a couple of things to show you. I purchased a journal from someone I'm going to tell you about, and I'm going to do a flip through of this wonderful journal. But first I am going to show you some of the things that I got for Christmas from my family. We did our Christmas yesterday, because that's the only time our schedules all worked, where we all had the same time off. So I got a few things that I can use for junk journaling. First of all, my daughter got me this. I had sent her the link from Amazon, and it's a book weight, so that when I'm let's try this, working on a glue book or something and the pages want to flip on me, I can just lay this down and work on it. Also, there are other ways I can use that for my Bible study when I'm preparing lessons and I'm typing on my computer and I have a book that I'm looking at, getting information from, and the pages flip. I can just lay this on it. That way I can type and the book will stay open. So I'm pretty excited to try that out. I also told her that I wanted this, the Stamperia Sleeping Beauty. It is available in 12 by 12, but I thought sometimes the 12 by 12 is difficult to use in junk journals because it's so big and you might have to cut something off. So I told her that I would like to try the 8 by 8. So there are 10 pages in here, not counting this. So all of these pieces that I can cut out are bonus. I wonder if the 12 by 12 comes with, I actually don't think Stamperia does 2 sheets of each design. Graphic 45 does, I believe, but Stamperia just does 1 sheet, and they're so beautiful. So I do have some Sleeping Beauty. I was going to do a fairy tale journal, but I think I'm going to break it up into several fairy tale journals so that Sleeping Beauty can have her own journal. And there might still be a basic fairy tale themed journal. But maybe I would do Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty and maybe Snow White. We'll see. Red Riding Hood. Anyway, I love that paper. My daughter-in-law likes to go to rummage sales and things like that, and she picks things up and she looks for things on sale when she's in the stores. And then she likes to put together little packages for me. So that was fun. I've got these epoxy stickers. These little slides, I can put ribbon through them. That'll be fun. Assorted tags and some craft tags and some of the chipboard coasters. Birds and landscape, and they're the same picture on both sides. There's some more birds, but these are different. They are a little glossier. How fun. And then she got me some postcards. I don't think she paid this much for these postcards. I hope not, because this one is $3. Anyway, there's some older postcards and some scenic ones. That one's pretty. It's in Charleston, 82 Queen Street. I don't know the significance of that. I'll have to look it up. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful postcards. Ithaca Falls, New York. I bet that's in Ithaca too. Yep, Tucanic Falls. Beautiful. I went to a birthday party there this summer for a young lady. So Stephanie doesn't watch my videos, but I thank her. And she got me some other things also. She got me this. Some tags. And this box, I don't know where she got this. I'll have to read about post-crossing. Dandelion Press. But it's got little bundles of postcards in it. And these are not vintage postcards. I think they're original art by maybe this group. Are they the same? Nope. Let's open one and see. Oh, they're tied in a knot, of course. Oops. Oh, looking for Santa. Look at that. Standing right in the fireplace. So this looks like a Christmas-themed batch. These are beautiful. And very unusual. She's having a little tea party on the back of a caribou or reindeer. There's a chandelier hanging from a tree. Somebody has a good imagination. Lovely. I won't look through all of them, but that's fun. Now it says, since 2005, post-crossers have been penning postcards and receiving postcards back from random people around the world. We love this worldwide handwritten network, and so we were inspired to create our own special postcards sets. www.postcrossing.com. And these are from dandelionpress.com. And from my son and that same daughter-in-law. It's the only daughter-in-law I have. They got me this, and I won't cut this up and use it, but I'm going to have fun reading it. 1957, remember when? So of course this is the year I was born, so you know how old I am. I've said it before though, I'm not ashamed of being 64 years old. So this is just going to be fun for me to look at, to see what America or the world was like the year I was born. Whoops. Sorry, I just knocked my tablet off. Okay, so this is the journal I purchased, and this is from my friend Lehman from Lace Covered Skies. She just opened an Etsy shop, and her YouTube channel, she's been on her YouTube for a while, and she does a lot of Instagram and TikTok, which I don't do a lot of. I don't do any TikTok, but I think one of my goals for this year should be to become comfortable with Instagram and actually use it. So anyway, she's Lace Covered Skies, and then her Etsy shop is Lace Covered Skies also. And she did a little intro video showing that she was going to be listing several of these type of sewing looking or homemakers type of journals. And she didn't do a flip through or anything, but all the journals were there in the camera that you could see. So I messaged her and asked her if this one was sold, because she said some of them had sold on Instagram, I guess. And this one was not sold yet, so I purchased it. I got first dibs on it, and I was her first Etsy sale. I think she has sold things on Instagram, but she just opened her Etsy shop, and I was her first Etsy sale, which was great because, well, she told me in the note that she included that it was special that I was her first sale, because she talks about how I was one of the first YouTubers that influenced her with junk journals, and I don't know, we just have a pretty good friendship, and I really appreciate her. She's very sweet. I want to flip through this, but I also want to show you what she included in my package, which was really, really nice. She had gifted this to me quite a while ago, and I was just astounded that she sent it to me. I know I did a flip through of this before, and I'm not going to do a flip through of it now, but she just loves the retro feel of things, and so do I. I love her style. I love the colors that she selects, and she just has a unique way of putting things together. So I had this one, and so when I saw that this one was available, I knew that I would love it as much as I love that one. But she sent me this. It's a little book that someone made, and it's like flannel graph or felt, and it's got pages, and they're biblical themed. This one is not attached to anything, but it's Noah's Ark, and it looks more modern. These look older. It's pilled. You know, the felt gets little pills on it. But they don't have the little pieces, some of them. They have very few pieces that go with them. But the child, so this was a kit you could put together. This one was for Noah's Ark. Oh, okay, so here's Noah's Ark over here. Or maybe these go with this. I think maybe these go with this one. Anyway, it does have some pieces, but not very many. This is not the same. Doesn't go with that, I'm sure, because this is more modern looking. So there's David, before he became King David, and Noah's Ark with the door that opens. Oh, they're cute. And this is even shaped. And this is not attached either. Here's another Noah's Ark, an older looking one. And there's Jonah and the whale. And Peter fishing. There's his fish. And there's baby Jesus. Well, the baby is missing, but Mary and Joseph and the manger. And there's the Garden of Eden. Now this did have a snake. You could put the snake in this pocket, and there's a slit here so you could have the snake coming out, slithering out of the tree. And nothing in there, but this is the story of creation, the 7 days of creation. 6 days of creation and the 1 day of rest. So that is a really, really neat thing that she sent me. She also sent me some paper clips with these beautiful, delicate little charms on them. I love them, Lehman. And she attached it to a piece of acetate. She prints things on fabric and on acetate, and they're just beautiful, and you'll see some of that in my journal when we go through it. And then she sent me this cute little bundle. So here is some dried flowers with some acetate, and it's in between two cards. So she used a die, I think, to cut that space out. And then there are two pockets. This one just has the space cut out, and she glued some book page on there. Put this pocket together. It's really pretty. And then a little card with some acetate and flowers. So these are beautiful items that you included along with my journal, Lehman. So I'm going to try to go through this rather quickly, but I will link her video where she does a flip through of this. And this is kind of cottony, silky, wide fabric that she attached to it so I can tie it closed. But I don't know if she said the name of the book, but it's an old book, and it's got a light blue fabric cover, but she Mod Podged over it, and I love that. And then she included this cover from a little pamphlet from, looks like the 1940s, judging by her hairstyle, The Homemaker's Guide. And if you know me at all, you know this is right up my alley. So there's lots of trims up here, and a beautiful ruffle, and another ruffle here. Just lots of things on this cover and the corners. And on the spine, which is pretty wide, there are 4 signatures. You can kind of see where the stitches are, but she covered them up with this. She printed, I think she said it was from, I forgot, but she printed it on fabric and used a piece of it on the spine and then cut pieces of it to make this wonderful little dangle with just little bits of fabric and some pins. There's a hook there from a hook and eye set, and an eyelet with a safety pin. And here we go. So there's some buttons and spool and a thimble. This is just really fun and very unique. I told you she has a very unique way of putting things together. There's some fabric on the inside. And this first signature is not really a typical signature. This is a lap book that she included. And there's a lot of work just in this lap book. I'm not going to go into great detail or I would be here forever. It took me a long time to look through this book carefully. But here is an image that she put on the front. It's just a plain card tucked in there that I can decorate or journal on. So I'm just going to do some flips so you can see what this lap book looks like. There's two pockets here that have more than one pocket, and there's some acetate that she printed on. But these two pockets flip out. There's a little bag here and a pocket in the side of the bag, and plus the bag itself and the flap form pockets. And she took scraps of fabric and sewed them to coffee dyed paper and just put sorry, I've got an irritation in my throat, and put an eyelet on and made tags, and you'll see some more of those in the book. And then on this side she made a folder or an envelope out of manila. She loves to do these kinds of closures, and there's a tag inside of that. It's just plain, and there's something in there. And then this flips over here, and there is another flap here with a bunch of pockets there, and pockets there, and a pocket here, pocket there, and a pocket there. This one's fabric. And then this one, I think I attached that to the wrong one. I think this should have been down here. But this releases this part. So there's an envelope and a pocket and another pocket. And this is printed on acetate, and it's glued on as the window for this pocket. She puts a lot of recipes from vintage cookbooks and things in her books. And this opens right out. So there's another pocket here. I'm not going to open that flap up. There's a beautiful little pocket here. I love these punches here. And she cut up the divider page for a 5-ring binder and used that as tags, which was a clever idea. There's another pocket here, and that opens up. I mean, it just goes on. And I can't believe she included this, and that folds down, and there's paper to write on here. I can't believe she included this as part of this journal. It's like a little journal all on its own. And then, of course, you can open it this way. Oh, we already did that. Okay, so I think we've seen all of this side. And then there's this side here with more pockets. And, oh, this opens down. And there's pretty paper to journal on. And on this side is another flap with another flap here with more pockets and writing space, and some writing space here. This is just really fun to play with and explore. And that's just the lap book at the front of the book. And I could have gone into great detail with that, but she did a separate video showing the lap books, because she put a lap book with each of the journals that she made. And so she did one separate video showing one lap book. And then when she did this video, she did not go through the lap book. So there are 3 more signatures, and she uses lots of vintage pages. This paper is wallpaper from Tailor Made Journals, and I've talked about Lorna's wallpaper digitals, and she, Lehman, printed the wallpaper on both sides. And I've used Lehman, or I'm going to get the names mixed up. I've used Lorna's wallpaper digitals very recently in my book readers journals, but I got a different set than that. This is a library pocket that she made, and I love this. I thought this was an illustration cut from a book because it just looks like a vintage color. She stamped that and cut it out and put it on as a tab. How clever is that? Coffee dyed paper and some more vintage book pages. She goes to estate sales. It's really fun to watch Lehman's estate sale finds. Love this. There's one of the fabric tags that she made, and I can put some ribbon or something in those holes. She loves to do these tags with the pink cardstock and the tab and a recipe. There's quite a few of them in the book that she sent me, that she gifted to me. And she loves the old Reader's National Geographic magazines. And this might have come, or no, this is probably just a camera booklet, but she does use a lot of Reader's Digest. I'm sorry, National Geographic images. I love these little tucks. She has some vintage slides, slide mounts, and she put some acetate in there and put this picture in between the acetate, and well, I guess it's just sewed onto the back. But she says it's like floating because you can see the space all around it. The image doesn't fill up the whole space, which I wouldn't have thought to do. I would have filled up the whole space. But this is a very cool effect. And she just glued them on so that they're left open and I can tuck things in there. Of course, she already did tuck things in there. Another pocket. I bet this came from that record page, that record cover. This, I bet it came with that. She may have cut them off of a record album cover. And this is I don't know, Norm's Nose Kids. So it's from a restaurant, Fine Family Restaurants in 14 locations, and it's cardstock. I love this little piece of ephemera. Thank you for including that. I hope that you will go. I'm going to leave the link to Lehman's video, her channel, and also, I love this, love those colors, and also her Etsy shop. So I hope that you will go and favorite her shop so that you get notified when she puts things in her shop. She made a paper clip out of a magazine ad, or image, and another envelope. She does these kinds of things a lot too. And this opens up. There's acetate on both sides. There's a double window pocket, and there's acetate. She didn't put anything in there, but I can put something in there. I won't take this out, but it's another double pocket or double window envelope, and there's a Cremo Oats paper clip there. It's just beautiful. There's another paper clip with some food product there, and this is dress pattern that's more than one layer, and it's something in between it. I think it's the pattern instructions, and she just kind of layered it all together, wrapped it around each other, and then just sewed. She sewed right along this line there, and just kind of sewed around on it to kind of quilt it. And that is attached, and there's journaling space on the back. I love this wallpaper. I think this is from a knitting book. Yeah. And I love this ledger paper. She gets lots of vintage papers from her estate sales that she goes to. I get good stuff at the flea markets, and she gets great stuff at the estate sales. There they are, hanging a homemade curtain. It's another fabric tag. I'm going to make some of those. I've got so much fabric. These are digitals. Some more of those floating slides, and then she put this image of a car in, and then the text that goes with the car that came out of the magazine. She likes to keep the text with the images from the old magazines so that we can read about them. Isn't this fun? I love all these old images. And this is file folder with this glued on it, and it's just, I think it's, something is a tip in here because it's not free. Like, I think it's glued there or something. Anyway, this is tucked in there. And then the last signature, yeah, this is the last signature. So this is a very interesting page. There's this little pocket here, and then this, and it's sewn onto one of those fabric pattern tissue pages, and then there's just a little piece. Oh, there's a doily back there. I didn't even know that was there. And before she added this, she sewed this little patch of fabric on there, so you can just see that peeking out. Just an interesting little touch there. I can play with that blue doily, and this is embossed cardstock. I can have fun with those pieces. This is an interesting way to cut this out, and she backed it with file folder. A family traveling on a train. I love that. And I like that she backed this with a pretty wallpaper digital. A neat pocket there with the little punch outs. I love the polka dots, and these cards are just plain, so I can write on them or collage on them. I love the colors that she used. I wonder, I think these are digitals, and I'd like to know where you got those digitals, Lehman, because I love them. They're very retro looking, and they're the colors I love. There's just so much to see in this book. And I know she did a full flip through, but I wanted to do a flip through on my channel and direct you to her. I just wanted you to see her beautiful work. Isn't that a pretty cake? Gorgeous paper. Now that's interesting that she put the same design on both sides. I love it that way. She makes large reinforcements, probably with a circle punch and then a 1/4-inch hole puncher fabric tag. There's a pocket here and a tuck spot here. So this is a mix of knitting magazines, men's handyman magazines, cars, fashion, cooking, homemaking. It's all in here. You could call it a household management book. Look at the pajama pattern. These are both fabric tags. And then on the back of this are 2 fabric tags, and it's pockets made with the sewing tissue that is added to cardstock, I believe. So there's all of these are little fabric tags, and then there's this little cutout piece from Mixed Media Minnesota. Is that the name? That's where she gets these pattern images. And those images are from, I forgot the name of the magazine that everybody likes. Work Basket. These images are from the Work Basket magazine, but they are digitals from Mixed Media Minnesota. So, I've got more tying up to do in this thing. I left lots of strings hanging. But isn't that a cool journal? It's just beautiful. It is full. I was thinking I would be gluing stuff in here, but I don't know if I can because it's full. I could remove the lap book and use that separately, and then I would have room for gluing stuff in here. But I don't know if I want to. But I might. I'm sure Lehman wouldn't mind. I think she said that it could be removed, but I'd have to snip the stitches. And I don't know, they might be glued down under there. So I don't know, I'll have to check with her. But for now, I'm leaving it just like it is so I can love it and admire it. So I hope you'll go visit Lehman's shop and watch her videos. She deserves to have a lot of viewers on her, a lot of subscribers on her channel, because her videos are good. She does tutorials. She has beautiful journals and really fabulous thrift, what are they? Estate sale hauls. Sorry. Yeah, everything on her channel is good. So I hope that you will go give her some love and tell her I sent you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.